talking. Okay, so hi, Sarah. I'm Isabella. I've spoke with you just for a second before we started this, and you said you have had readings before, but not with me. I'm going to just tell you a little bit about how this works for me before we start. So before every client, I just take a few minutes. I pray. I ask God to help me be of service to you. And then I ask if there's anyone in spirit that wants to come forward, that they do so. What's super unique about that part for me is that I have always seen people in spirit outside of myself. They look just like you and I to me. They'll start to replace my thoughts, memories, and emotions with their own. And seriously, all I'm going to do here is just try to translate that back to you as best as I can. A couple of other things before we start. I will not be making much more eye contact with you. It's going to look like I'm staring off into the wall, because I'm staring off at the wall. You'll see. I tend to interrupt quite a bit. You're my client. I'm just very deferential to everybody in spirit. And lastly, I don't get names. Seriously, it's not an area where I focus at all. I'm a therapist, so I'm like, personality, relationships, talk to me about yourself. We're usually able to figure out who everyone is. And if you have any questions as we're going along, wave your arms, yell at me, do whatever you need to do to get my attention. If there's anything you want to ask before I start, is it okay to begin?
Okay to begin.
All right.
Hear a dog. It's like the dog must know the energy's changing.
It's okay. It's all right. I've got several dogs. I had to move to another location though, because they would be barking. None of that is disruptive to me at all. Okay.
Okay. Well, do you want me to get them out of the way right now? Do you
No,
mind?
no, you're fine. I promise. If you're comfortable, it does not bother me at all.
I'm going to move them really quick. I'm sorry. I'm just going
to. There's no problem. Recording. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and begin if that's okay with you. All right, so bear with me. Oh, I forgot to add this in. Oftentimes more than one person will show up. So the way that I start is I just tell you everybody I see first. Sometimes I'm able to identify who they are, and then I go back individually and chat with each of them for just a few minutes. Okay. All right, so bear with me just a minute. So I've got an older female first. She feels maternal to me, but we're like, your mom is still living, correct?
Yes.
All right. This feels like a grandmother to me. You have a grandmother in spirit?
Yes.
Okay. There's a young male next. Do you have a child? You have a child in spirit?
Yes.
You have a son?
Yes.
Okay. Would you feel very confident if your grandmother was with your son?
Yes.
Literally, the first sense that I have is like, okay, this is going to be fine because this lady is watching over him. He looks. How old was your son when he transitioned?
17.
Holy cow! So I don't know if you can see this. I scribbled notes as we're going along. I wrote young male, 17. I have boys, so they're a little bit easier for me to figure out. There's a male. So you might see my eye shift. So the female is to my far left. Your son is next to her. There's a male kind of came up a little bit behind your son.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in my 50s. I might actually put him in his 50s. I don't know who this person is. Do you have an uncle in spirit that age? Anything like male?
I do have a figure in spirit that age. My father.
That's your father?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
well, I'm older now, but he passed at 54.
Okay, perfect. So I said 53, 54.
Yeah.
We'll put it 54. Let me see if I see any. There's a male next to him. That might be his dad. Let me describe this male to you and we can kind of go from there. Doesn't look very tall to me. Definitely under 6 foot, kind of slender. Really a lot of wrinkles on his face. Like, I don't know if this guy did some kind of outdoor work or was something. Would you be very familiar with the grandfather by any chance?
Yes, a grandfather in spirit, definitely.
would that physical description match him?
My one grandfather, yes. Yes.
Okay. Boy, you got a couple other people coming in now. There's a female behind the grandmother. She's in her 60s, looks to me. Do you have an aunt that would have passed from like cancer or anything? Okay. I'm going to go like 63, 60. So 62 to 64 for this female. She's got kind of sassy. Like, I think this woman would have something to say about things. She's like trying to tell me she'll be helping here. I'm just going to.
Yes.
Okay. So these are the people that I see so far. If anybody else comes in, I'll certainly let you know. I have a child in spirit, so I know I'm going to assume primarily you want me to talk to your son, but let me just see where I'm going to start. I'll go with the sassy aunt. She wants me to tell you how good she looks, and she does look good, but like she lost so much weight. I curse. So I'm going to try to garner that a little bit, but like she looks freaking fabulous. Like she does look great, but like I'm not going to lie to you and tell you she's dropped 20 pounds when she hasn't. Now she's kind of giving me a little look like this. Was she in spirit before your son?
Yes.
Okay, because she's telling me that her and the lady next to her, which I'm just going to assume is the grandmother, and the grandmother was in spirit as well too before him.
Yes.
She said they were there. The man to your son, the male to the right of your son. Oh, sorry, hold on. Emotion that you see, everybody's fine. I struggle a little bit with the love. Because how do you express it? Like, I love you just doesn't feel strong enough. So like dad is coming in with all this, just like, I love you. We've got him. It's okay. It's okay. So they're literally all like crowded around him. So sorry.
Okay.
He's okay. He's okay. I don't know if your family was Catholic. Do you have any Catholic family members or religious? Okay, because like the grandmother's showing me rosary beads. Dad's kind of like giving me some symbols of this. Like I promise you, everybody is fine. I just don't know how to express all this love. Like he's okay. He's okay. We've got him. We've got him. I promise I'll get to the son. Were you close with your dad?
Oh, yes.
He's calling you his baby.
Yes. I was
his baby. Was he sick before he passed?
Kind of, not really. I mean,
hold on. I'm so sorry to interrupt you. I have a lot of people in spirit, and like I said, I know your first name. That's all the information I have. I don't understand how any of this works. It's how I've been all of my life. So for me, the evidence is providing you with information about them. I'm just supposed to tell you from dad. He like watches over you all the time. I don't know if he was outdoors a lot. I don't know that. Did you spend some time with dad outdoors?
I was always with my dad in his truck.
Oh, I should have brought tissue with me. Airs are 1,000,000% on my shoulders, but dad's like showing me fixing things. I don't know if he fixed.
Yes, he did.
Like he's showing me fixing fencing and fixing things, like just kind of driving around. I don't know if this is just his way of showing me a little bit about him.
Yes.
Or what?
I understand.
Okay. Like he just wants to thank you for being the best daughter. He's telling me how kind you are. You have the best laugh. Like when he's now showing me you look 16, 17 years old. Were you a little bit of a tomboy at that age?
Kind of, yes.
Okay, because he's just showing me like your feet are up and like I wouldn't want to be any other place. And he's showing me now that he does this with your son. Okay. All right, so I'm going to focus on your son. All right. Bear with me. Was your son's passing unexpected?
Yes.
He snapped his fingers. That's typically my sign for unexpected. He's got an opinion. on a lot of stuff. Was he pretty headstrong?
Yes.
Would it be fair to say, because he's kind of, so again, I will literally just become them. I'll start to have their memories. I'll start to have their emotions. I'll feel the way that they would have felt in relationship with you. I love you, meaning mom, but like friends and these other things are beginning to be more important to me. Does that make sense? Which is natural, normal. Like this does not feel unusual at all. Are there other children in the home?
Yes.
Does he have brothers?
Yes, he has a brother.
Okay, so he's showing me, is it brother younger? He's just showing me younger people around him. Ugh. Okay. Would you understand him saying he could have been a better example?
Yes.
Okay, because he's like, oh,
Yes.
man. And he wants me to be very clear to you that where I see him, anybody I see, I know they're in it. I know where they are. I call it heaven. We can use whatever word you're comfortable with. A lot of people like afterlife. Heaven is just a word everybody knows. Like he's not a bad kid. He just, I don't know if I'm with the wrong people or doing things like it, but it feels so stupid. He's like, this was so stupid. This was so stupid. Is mine making sense to you?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes.
Sarah? Like, it's like, oh,
Yes.
again, was there, again, I will give myself an out on this if I'm misunderstanding him. I don't think there was addiction with this kid, but was there a little bit of partying going on?
Yes.
Like there's no way unfortunately, I've seen lots of young people and older people in spirit that struggle with addiction. This is not it. I just feel like this was just stupid. This was an accident. Do you understand this?
Yes.
Was there drinking that night?
I don't think so.
Was there partying?
Definitely some marijuana. I don't know
Okay.
what else.
He's just kind of showing me partying.
Yeah.
I just feel accident.
Yeah.
He goes accident. And did this happen in the evening?
Yes.
Okay, because it's dark as he's showing it to me now. I wasn't a guess, like he's just literally taking me into the dark. He goes, tell her it was like this. I don't know if there was a car involved in this. This wasn't a car accident, was it?
No, but there was a car involved. You're right. There was a car.
Okay. Like I just literally feel like I'm swerving or like it's too dark. I don't know if there was, I don't know if somebody tried to brake and couldn't brake. I don't want to guess at anything that he's showing me, but like he wants me to say it was very fast. Were there other people around him? Because I almost feel like he would have pushed somebody out of the way, he says.
Yes.
Okay. But sorry, he's laughing as he's saying this, but there's so much like people might say I was a hero in all this. And he's laughing, and your dad and grandmother look like they want to pop him upside the head a little bit, but like that's what he's saying.
Yeah.
How long ago did this happen? This doesn't feel super long.
2.5 years ago.
Okay. Is there a marker, or was there a marker out there, like a cross or something? Was there? Okay. Because he starts showing me something being.
Yes. A cross. I put a cross.
Memorialized. Like there's something there.
Yes.
I don't know if there's beads, rosary beads or something. Like
it
I
was
feel
a
like
rosary.
there are things on these, like because he's now showing me these things, showing me walking around. Doesn't want anybody to think he's hanging out there all the time. It's like I will, since I know where this is going to go, I'm going to try to avoid bad words, but like around there. But like he wants me to let you know that he knows. Now he's showing me doves. Do doves mean anything to you? Do you see doves?
Not quite. I would love to, but I do have a rosary around the tree. So that was so right on. Oh my gosh.
I'm just, listen, don't be impressed with Isabella at all. My only job is you be impressed with your son. Cause like, this is what he's showing me. I am a very poor substitute for these people. He's literally showing me doves, like white doves. But it's almost like it's a decal on something, or nope, I'm not right on the, I'm right on the
I'm gonna think about that.
But like it looks like a ceramic or very thin. Hold on. So you have children, I have children.
Yes.
You know when they make those things at school and they're like they're almost like a Play-Doh but white. It's like that kind of Play-Doh baked. And I don't know why I'm going into so much detail about this, but he is. So I will say what he's saying to me. It's a dove. It almost looks like an ornament now that he's showing this to me.
Yes.
Um,
Yes, he made one, and I just put it this Christmas. I put it on a tree, and it was a dove, and he made it at school. In our class, it's white, and it's like Play-Doh. I don't know, it's like
cool.
homemade Play-Doh.
Okay,
That is
because I'm like,
totally
what are
it.
you trying to show me? So
Oh,
I need to like mention
totally.
that.
Yes,
Do you have a
amazing.
piece of jewelry on that has something to do with him?
Yes, I found it outside, and I figured it was from him. I found it on my site.
Okay. Sorry. Okay, so this is what he's showing me. Now I need to talk to mom. Like, listen, you need to know I'm okay.
Yeah.
He's not. I'm screw it. I'm just saying exactly. He's not a bullshitter. Like if he says he's okay, you need to know that he's okay.
Mm.
Says he talks to you. Says he rides in the car with you often. He's now showing me kind of messing with. Do you have music that reminds you of him, or does music change in your car or something?
Our music reminds me of him for sure. Yes, and things happen all the time.
Okay, like he's right there. He's always there. He's saying he's a I'm gonna try. Oh, how do I say that? Can his brother sometimes have a little attitude?
Yes.
So he's trying to get this attitude out of his brother, but it's like he's just pissed at me. He's just mad. He's just mad. Like this isn't fair to him because he's just mad and he's trying to make that relationship better. He says, I'm sorry. I'm like, I could have done better. He's indicating that he was not as disrespectful as his brother. I don't know if that's true or not. Literally,
That is
all I'm
true.
telling you what he's saying. Like, I feel like he's has a lot of regret that he wasn't more involved. And like, I'm pushing him off a little bit. He says, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know if there's another child in the home. Is there a sister?
Yes.
Younger?
Yes.
Is this his heart? It's going to my heart.
She came after he died 11 days.
This is my heart. This is my heart. He's going, this is my heart. This is my heart. He's indicating this child might see him.
Yep.
Like kind of points to him, talks to him. So seriously, I don't know how long she was in a crib, but he showed me maybe almost toddler in a crib, kind of looking up, pointing at him. If there's a baby monitor in that house, you might have caught orbs or pictures of him because he's like,
Yep.
I'm there,
Yep.
I'm there, I'm there.
Yep.
Wait,
Yes. Yes.
bear with me just a minute. So I am, my integrity in this is just because I know how skeptical I am of all of this stuff. You and I spoke for about a minute or two before I started the recording, and you had to get up and remove a
Yes.
dog. Was there
Yes.
a cat in the house also?
Yes.
Okay, because he's showing me a cat, not a dog. And I'm like, wait a minute, your mom just said something about a dog, but he wants me to talk about the cat.
Oh,
Like,
yes, his
the
cat.
like he's the cat's like walking around and like around the sister. Like he's just like, I love this cat. I love this cat. I love
That's
this
his
cat.
cat. Yeah.
Okay.
Cat.
Would you give some brother? So you know those shirts that have like rock band names on them, like Metallica or things like
Yes.
this? Did you give one of those to his brother?
Yes.
He's like, okay, mom, like there's a couple more that need to be given to him. He wants his brother. He says this might help his brother a little bit.
Okay.
Was there any conflict between him and dad?
Yes.
Could you tell dad I'm sorry? He said there's nothing to forgive. He said, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I love him. I'm sorry. You know, boys this age just kind of that's a tough relationship, sometimes tougher than mom. It feels like dad wants me to do something and I'm going to do the opposite. That feels like rebellion to me. He's wanting to apologize and wanting to thank dad. He's now telling mom. He showed me you and him talking privately. So maybe there was conflict with him and dad. And like I'm talking to mom, or mom comes into my room, talks about, hey, he means well. You're just going to have to listen. He wants to thank you for the conversations about this. He said, I heard her. I heard you. I heard you. I heard you. Wait a minute. This could mean a couple of things. Do you have like a bumper sticker on your car? The bumper sticker.
I do.
Does it have anything to do with him?
Well, I bought
Like
it
a
as a
school
cardinal,
bumper. Okay.
but I also have another one that I got and he told me, don't put it on the car. It's embarrassing.
Did you put it on the car?
Of course.
Because I don't want to go like this about a bumper sticker. And now he's just got this big smile on his face. The grandmother behind him, she's literally glowing. She needs you to know she's got your baby. Hold on. She didn't speak another language, did she?
No, pig Latin.
Okay. I don't think this is pig Latin that I'm hearing, but it might be Latin, because it feels like
Perhaps.
there's a prayer that goes along with what she's trying to say. What she's showing me now, I'm thinking I might not even say these anymore, but I'll say it. I get no other information about this. Like, I will not know who this belongs to. So she's got a very bright light with a little heartbeat in the middle. That's only and ever my sign for miscarriage or termination. She wants me to tell you she's got this soul too. I don't know a gender. I don't know who it belongs to. I have no other information on that. I'm just telling you what she's saying. The lady, the aunt, the sassy aunt. Hold on. Does she fancy herself like a really good cook?
Yes. And actually, my aunt speaks another language. Duh.
Because somebody's over there speaking another
Oh my
language.
gosh, duh. Yes.
But I'm supposed to be talking about like the cook that she was.
Yes, she is a good cook. Yes.
Like,
yes.
you should try more of her recipes. So, like, I'm so sorry. I'm so listen. I will burn water. I am not. That is not my strength. But like this woman is showing me that you are so loved. They're going, please know you're so loved. You're so loved. They're very. Hold on. I was not expecting this to be this emotional. I lost my daughter over 30 years ago. And for me, the first couple of years, I don't even know how I lived. Seriously. Like, I just wanted to die so much of the time, and not, suicide, of course, but it was like, I didn't know how to live with the pain. And I don't know what, because they're not giving me specifics about how you've managed this, but they're congratulating you. They're wanting to applaud how you've handled this. It's almost like you keep putting one foot in front of the other. Dad says it has something to do with him, like that early loss, and kind of knowing he's talking about your faith. Like, all of these things have sustained you. They just want to congratulate you on how you're handling that. Appears to be better than I did. Like, I no pressure on you, take that or leave it. But like, they all just need you to know they're with you. You'll see them again. Hold on. There's another male that I'm not going to give him very much time. He's young, but he's been gone a while. Did you lose a boyfriend or classmate?
I have lost young friends. Yes.
Okay. Because like, this guy's telling me he's been gone like almost 30 years. He's waving. I'll say that, but you need to hear what I'm going to say. We'll see you when you get here, but like, serious to God, it's like going to be over 40 years. He's going, this is no time soon. She's coming, but like, they're all excited to see you. They just love you so much. Wait a minute. I don't know. Since your son has passed, have you done any kind of recarpeting or remodeling of anything?
Yes.
He likes it. They're all saying they like it. Your dad's going, it was a good job, did a good job. I swear, I don't know why this stranger guy is kind of coming up mentioning that, but like, everybody's okay. Is there any questions you have for me? Anything you want me to ask or find out?
Well, my son's friend also passed at his site recently, about a month ago. I just want to make sure he
All right,
had
hold on.
him.
All right, bear with me just a minute. Did this young male, I'm going to be real careful with this. Was this young male struggling with some emotional issues before?
Yes.
Okay. So I have your permission to talk about your child and your family. I don't have anyone else's permission. So I'm going to, please know your son is going. He's okay. He's okay.
Okay.
He's okay.
That's
If
all.
anybody thought this might have been not an accident or another way to leave, he just wants me to tell you he was there for him, got him. Like, he's absolutely okay. To be completely transparent, I don't see him. I'm telling you what his son is saying.
That's
I think your son's transition really just was kicking the stomach to so many, of course, to the family, but like, he's showing me that this kind of had lingering effects. Wait a minute. Was there a girlfriend?
yeah.
Could you, is that a good relationship?
Yeah.
Okay, because I need to tell you, like, I love her. Tell her I love her and I'm watching over her. I
Oh,
think we might have got a tattoo or somebody got a tattoo because they showed me tattoos.
lovely.
Okay. Like Heart or Forever, something like that. They are fine. Everybody is okay. I'm so humbled always. I go into every reading and I've been doing this 40 years, seriously, as a job. And I get so nervous before every reading because I'm like, dear God, please let people show up because I can't sit here and just BS for an entire hour or 30 minutes, whatever. So I'm always so grateful and humbled that everybody in spirit shows up, that they want you to know that they are okay, that life doesn't end when the body does, that we continue on and that families really stay together and that you'll see them again one day.
I can't
I'm going to
wait.
stop the recording.
Yes.